Today, I will tell the story of the power of habit. Once upon a time, a long time ago, there was a potter, who makes pots and stuff, named Abby. Now, Abby was a very skilled potter. Every day, she would fill her pots full of dirt and stuff and put it on her 10 donkeys, which various names, I'm not going to say the names of the donkeys, and take it to a far-off town. Then, on the way back, Abby, of course, would get tired. So Abby would stop by a big tree, tie all 10 donkeys to the tree, and Abby would go to another tree and take a nap. Abby would do this every day. It's very normal. Now, one day, Abby came back from the town and was going to take her nap. She saw her favorite tree, went to take the 10 donkeys to tie the ropes. She tied 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I only have 9 ropes. So she was like, what do I do? This last donkey doesn't have a rope. I can't tie him to the tree. So Abby takes the donkey with her to the second tree and tries to take a nap and says, donkey, stay there, don't move. And the donkey's name was Gowin. So Gowin, being a donkey, started walking around, hee-haw, hee-haw. And Abby was like, oh, I cannot sleep, I can't sleep. Then a very smart person walked by named Wanda. And Wanda says, Abby, are you having trouble? You look like you're having trouble. And Abby's like, I'm going crazy. My donkey Gowin will not stop doing donkey things. And she's like, well, I know that you tie your donkeys up every day. Why don't you try this trick? I have a trick for you. Take Gowin back to the tree and then pretend to tie a knot and he will stay there. Trust me. Abby's like, why would Gowin stay there if there's no rope? She's like, just trust me. Wanda says, just trust me. So Abby's like, all right. So she takes Gowin to the tree with all the other 9 donkeys. And then she pretends to take a rope and ties it to the tree. Then Abby walks away and looks back. And Gowin is standing with the other donkeys on the tree. And Abby walks away for a while, looks back. Gowin is still standing there. Abby's like, wow. Even though there's no rope, Gowin thinks there's a rope, and so he's not running away. Abby's like, wow, Wanda's a genius. Then it's time for Abby's nap. So Abby takes her nap. After Abby wakes up, guess what? Is Gowin still there? He's still there. She's like, that's amazing. So now she said, time to go home. So she undoes rope number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and starts walking home, all happy. End of story? She looks back after 20 feet. Guess where Gowin is? He's still at the tree. Abby's like, what's going on? Why is Gowin at the tree? There's no rope. All his friends have already walked. And Abby's standing there like, Gowin, come here. Gowin's like, come here, Gowin. Gowin, there's no rope. Finally, Wanda comes back and says, Abby, it looks like you're having trouble again. Abby's like, how do you always know when I'm having trouble? And then she says, yes, I'm having trouble. Gowin will not come. And she's like, well, did you think about untying his rope? She's like, but there's no rope. But in Gowin's mind, there is a rope. So Abby's like, that's weird. So, okay, I'll try it. So she went back to the tree and pretended to untie the fake rope. And guess what? Gowin ran to his friends. Isn't that weird? And so Abby learned a very valuable lesson that day called the power of habit. When we do the same thing over and over and over again, people get used to it. People get accustomed to it, and they respond to that action. It's very normal. So how can we learn from this? Why do we tell you to be good people? Don't kill, don't steal, don't lie, don't do bad things. Why? So that it becomes a habit to be good. Why is it bad to get angry, to get violent, to do bad things? Because it becomes a habit to do bad things. When you get angry, do you fight or do you calm down? When you get upset, when you get jealous, do you get violent or do you be nice? Do you see what I mean? It's up to you what kind of person you train yourself to be. It's not about just doing good and doing bad. It's about creating good habits. If you create bad habits, then you will do bad things automatically. If you create good habits, then you will do good things automatically. So don't ever think that one little thing is a small thing. Everything is big because it's part of creating good habits. เข้าใจไหม? สาธุ